Man, this is hard to do because it's such horseshit.
Which makes sense when you consider that in the song, a mamba is played. And on that note, who wants to hear some really bad music? I'm Nostalgic Nick for Do You Remember?
I do. Hey everybody, what's up? How the heck are you? I hope you're having a great week. We are back with another one. That's right, another 1980s music type video. This time we are going to be watching the top 10 most hated 1980s songs. Before we get started, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I guess that's it. So sit back, relax, and let's see if we agree with this list, the top 10 most hated 80s songs. Alright, let's get to it.
Some songs we can all agree are horrible. Whether it's the self-seriousness of MacArthur Park in the 60s,
There will be another dream
I know that song.
for me.
or the deranged lunacy of Disco Duck in the 70s.
I'm the disco duck.
I
Some
like Disco
songs
Duck. I like
just
that song.
stink. But the real problem with terrible songs is that they get stuck in your head far more often than fantastic ones. Mind-numbingly repetitive choruses and simple music unfortunately lends themselves to lying awake at 3 a.m., witlessly humming. And on that note, who wants to hear some really bad music? I'm Nostalgic Nick for Do You Remember?
I do.
And today we will be looking at some of the worst songs to come out of the decade of greed, the 1980s. Please be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss our next throwback episode. But now,
sure to do
it's
all
on
that
to the
to
songs
this
that will
channel,
worm
too.
their way into your brains, whether you like it or not. We built this city, Starship.
I know that song.
Out of the ashes of iconic psychedelic rock group Jefferson Airplane arose not a phoenix, but a boring corporate rock band making cookie-cutter music, aka Starship. And while the band had several not-so-hot hits, perhaps their worst was 1985's We Built This City. What this city was supposedly built on was rock and roll, but it might be better to say built on the death of rock and roll. All feeling in the song is rendered mute by repetitive drum machines and synthesizers that eliminate any emotional attachment to the music whatsoever. Lead singer and all-around
Still a
badass
catchy
Gray
song.
Slick even hates this tune, stating that Starship's lyrics from this era were, quote,
Man, this is hard to do because it's such horseshit.
which makes sense when you consider that in the song, a mamba is played, not a mambo. One, of course, being a venomous snake, the other a Latin dance. Also, the city being built is alternately referred to as San Francisco, New York, and Cleveland. So I guess rock and roll was the building material of choice for most of the country. No wonder our infrastructure is crumbling. Physical, Olivia Newton-John.
Oh,
The early 80s were
My
a
parents
bizarre
liked that
time that fetish-sized the workout culture of fitness clubs a little too much. Think the terrible Jamie Lee Curtis and John Travolta movie Perfect. It's not perfect. This trend of celebrating people in pastel leotards was probably best exemplified by Olivia Newton-John's smash 1981 hit Physical. Notice how I didn't say amazing, fantastic 1981 hit? The song is a repetitious disaster of a
that room that she was in. I don't know if have you ever seen the show Community? It's called Community. That room, I forgot what they call it, but there's a room that Abed, I think that's his name. Abed would go into, and he would have like make believe, go into different worlds, and that's kind of what that room reminds me of. I forgot what it's called. I'll have to look that up.
woman attempting to persuade a mystery man to have sex. What makes the song extra bizarre is the music video, in which Newton-John tries to jazzercise several fat, slovenly men into shape. Because workouts are
weird.
sexy. But Newton-John mechanically delivers the lyrics like a robot who has read 50 Shades of Grey, then attempts to seduce you through song. The words are right, but I'm just not turned on. Somehow, Physical was the #1 hit for the whole decade, staying at number
Really?
1 for 10 weeks, which
didn't know that.
physically makes me ill. Hanging tough. New Kids on the Block.
I don't know this one.
Want to know where the stereotype that white people can't rap comes from? Then throw on New Kids on the Block's 1988 single, Hangin' Tough, sit back, and relax. The song, sung by the legendary Donnie Wahlberg, features 5 decidedly untough teenage kids, attempting to come off as gangsters. And boy did they fail. Get loose everybody, cause we're gonna do our thing. Cause you know it ain't over till the fat lady sings. Sounds like it was written by a person whose only concept of rap was that the lines have to rhyme. To put the song in perspective, a 1991 version sung by Alvin and the Chipmunks is only slightly worse than the original. Incredibly cheesy, with no flow or rhythm at all, Hangin' Tough is now fortunately confined to that unique period in history in which every musical artist thought they could rap. Think Wham's Wham Rap, or Lou Reed's The Original Rapper. Yikes. Kokomo, the Beach Boys.
Oh yeah, I like
Universally regarded as one of the greatest rock groups of all time, with almost too many hits to count. This group was a pioneer of surf rock, lauded for pushing the boundaries of pop music. But then the late 80s rolled around, and the producers of Cocktail needed a song for their Tom Cruise vehicle.
Excuse me.
And the Beach Boys unfortunately came up with Kokomo, about 2 lovers relaxing on a beach on the fictitious island of Kokomo. The song represented the worst tendencies of the group. Gone were the sonic innovation and experimentation of the 60s, replaced instead by a tropical laziness, appropriate only for a 55-year-old dancing the shag at a beach birthday party. In other words, the once majestic Beach Boys had turned into a Jimmy Buffett cover band. Maybe this was because Brian Wilson, the undisputed musical genius of the group, had nothing to do with the writing or recording of Kokomo.
I don't know.
Or maybe it was because the band were all well into middle age by this point. Who knows? While in a vacuum, Kokomo is vaguely inoffensive and very catchy. The fact that it tarnished the legacy of one of the most celebrated bands of all time, well, that really gets my goat. Mickey, Tony Basil. Oh, Nikki, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Nikki. Cause my name is Nick. Anyone who has heard the opening line of Tony Basil's 1981 hit, Mickey, hasn't ever been able to get those words out of their head in the way that the lyrics bounce around the inside of your brain all day, crashing off its walls until you're driven insane. Incredibly annoying. Mickey's chorus was sung like a cheerleader's chant, which is fairly creepy because Basil was 38 when the song was released. Hopefully she's not looking for a high schooler to blow her mind. The final nail in this song's coffin was the music video, in which viewers are treated to the unsettling sight of a middle-aged Basil prancing around in a high school cheerleader's uniform. The song was off Basil's first ever album. Before this, she was mainly known as a choreographer, and for her role as a New Orleans prostitute in 1969's seminal Easy Rider. Unsurprisingly, Basil's music career never took off, and although she only released 1 other album, she currently has 5 best of collections, which to me just doesn't add up. Bat Dance.
No, but I bet
Prince.
you made a lot of money off of that song. Oh, this is crazy. Because I was watching old commercials, and this popped up. I had never seen it before, and this is crazy because I think this is promoting the new Batman movie. I've never heard the song. I had never seen the video, but it's kind of crazy.
Wait, a song by Prince, you say? No way. Prince is a rock god, a guitar virtuoso. This list would never give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you. Ha, gotcha. Rick Astley's hit Never Gonna Give You Up has had 2 different lives. The song originally tortured us in 1987. The repetitive chorus is an unrealistic, idealistic version of love that seems as if Astley is trying just a little too hard to convince us he's not going anywhere. And then it all came back again in 2008 when Rick rolling someone became a fad. There you'd be, sitting at your computer, about to click the link for some awesome YouTube video, say maybe Forgotten child stars of the 1970s, hint hint, when BAM! Up pops Rick Astley's smug face crooning away. Rick Rolling forced us to listen to this annoying travesty of a song 2 decades after we thought we'd escaped it. And I know he's never gonna give us up, but maybe the world would be a better place if we all gave up on him. Don't worry, be happy,
I don't know
Bobby
about that.
McFerrin. Across the world, people use the technique of positive visualization to help them achieve their goals. But there's positive
like this song.
visualization,
I like this
then
song
there's
too.
just sheer lunacy. And Bobby McFerrin's 1988 single Don't Worry, Be Happy falls firmly into the latter category. The song's message seems like good advice on the surface, but then you realize that McFerrin is advocating for people to just be happy as a solution to all of life's problems. Like you can just choose happiness. Naive and saccharine, Don't Worry, Be Happy sounds like a song the devil wrote to play on repeat in hell until you finally crack and admit, yes, I am happy. And like Kokomo, the single was originally written for the Cocktail soundtrack, so be sure to rush out to your nearest record store
Wow.
to pick up that gem. Wow, those were some truly terrible songs. But did
That's
we
it?
insult any song that you love? What's a cringe-worthy 80s
was
song
already
that we
10
missed?
songs.
Let us know in the comments below. We read every one.
Well, there you go. I guess that was the top 10 most hated 1980s songs. I guess according to this guy. I don't know. I kind of like a lot of those songs that he was talking about. Yeah, they're cheesy, but if you've been watching my channel, you know that just because something is cheesy, it doesn't mean it's not good or fun. Maybe it's, you know what I mean? Like there's good in a good way and good in a bad way. Well, you know what I mean? Like there's good, bad. You know, cheesiness doesn't mean it's bad. Does that make sense? Anyways, I don't know. I didn't know the New Kids on the Block song. I never listened to them. And obviously, I knew a lot of the songs because of my parents, like Olivia Newton-John, which I think passed away not too long ago, so rest in peace. I like the Don't Worry, Be Happy. I think because when I hear that song, I think about going to my grandparents' house and seeing that little fish on the wall. You push a button and the fish would sing that song. So yeah, that's not a bad song, I don't think. I kind of like it. And I like the Beach Boys song that they were talking about. It's yeah, I guess it's cheesy, but I don't know. It sounds tropical, I guess, and I've always liked that kind of sound. Anyways, let me know what you think. There's a lot of these most hated 80s song videos that we'll have to check out. Let me know down below if you agree with this list. Do you have any songs from the 80s that you don't like? Let me know down below. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe button. I hope to catch you in the next one. I hope you have a great and safe rest of the week. Until next time, God bless.